waiting to climb aboard the Enterprise. While they prepared for their flight, thousands of onlookers, many in campers and vans, lined up about 2 miles away from the flight line. They used a variety of optical devices to get a closer look. The best seats were reserved for an assortment of invited guests who were shielded from the bright desert sun by tents clustered near the landing site. As the sun rose higher in an almost cloudless sky, so did the pace of the event. By now, the Enterprise was airborne. It was 8:01 a.m., and the familiar piggyback configuration climbed higher and higher. The 747 jet carrying the shuttle to the proper altitude for eventual separation. The two had flown, joined together 3 times before, but now the test was to see how well the shuttle could act as a glider. Never before had a ship designed to fly in orbit landed like an airplane. When the pair reached an altitude of 25,000 feet, an explosive charge broke the connections between the crafts, launching the shuttle on a 5-minute glide. The big ship floated effortlessly upward. Astronaut Haise, controlling the Enterprise with a stick linked to 5 computers, said it seemed to handle a little better than a special trainer in which he had made many simulations of today's flight. Haise pushed the shuttle's nose down and began the first of 2 sharp left turns to line the craft up with the landing area in the Mojave Desert. Descending rapidly at a speed 3 times that of a commercial airliner, Haise leveled off again several hundred feet in the air, dropped the shuttle's wheels, and touched down in a dusty landing. The flight proved 3 things. You can fly the shuttle like a glider, it can land like a glider, and the brakes did work. It was also a preview of how future manned space missions will end. Not with the traditional splashdown in the ocean, but with reusable shuttles, touching down at high speeds after having carried men and equipment into space. This is RENICK at Edwards Air Force Base, California.